afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Nollywood on Radio. Today is a very exciting edition because we are going to be talking Africa Magic Award, and a lot of exciting things have happened also during the week. And our guest is also an exciting person who has made you so happy watching her in different movie. Before we go on to the news, I'm still expecting my co-hosts today, and I'm still expecting my guests. I guess the Lagos traffic is keeping them. But let me quickly make some huge congratulations, shouts out to some Nollywood guys who did us proud and won award at the Africa Magic Viewers Choice Award that took place last Saturday in Lagos. Femi Adebayo won Best Lead Actor for his role in Seven Doors, and he was very emotional when he was collecting the awards. Claron Chukura, I've read a lot of things about this award, that the award actually signified the fact that Nigeria is won. Claron has done a lot of English and Igbo movie, but she won her first major big award with a Yoruba indigenous movie. Congratulations to Chioma Chukwuka. Abdulateef Adedimeji and his beautiful wife Mobimpe Adedimeji won the Best Indigenous Language Film West Africa for Lishabi. They also won two other categories. Mercy Aigbe won the Best Supporting Actress for her role in Farmer's Bride. Gabriel Afolayan received the Best Supporting Actor Award for Clarence Peters' Inside Life, and I must confess that even me, when I watched that Inside Life, he did only about 2 scenes or 3 scenes, but those 2 or 3 scenes.
No, it was 1 scene, but it was an extended scene.
Oh, okay.
That they kept.
The event also honored industry icons Sonny Muazu for his contribution to Nollywood and Ikem Oro. Both of them received Lifetime Achievement Awards. And our guy, Kayode Kasumu, won the Trailblazer Award. It was a beautiful night, lots of things to talk about the red carpet growth and the rest of it and all. And I've forgotten to mention Femi Odugbemi's The Man Died.
Yeah.
Won Best Director, and it has caused a lot of katakata in Hollywood because a lot of people are angry that why will a movie owned by the head of jury will win an award. I don't have a comment about it. We shall.
That's not even a voting category.
Yes. I told you that when I started the program, I said my co-host and our guests were still hooked in traffic. Tommy is here now.
Yeah.
And we shall allow Tessa to tell us what has been happening in the last 1 week in Nollywood.
Good afternoon, Lagos. My name is Teresa Adewa, and I'll be reading the latest Nollywood news for today. Nollywood actress Angela Okorie has intensified her public feud with fellow actress Mercy Johnson. Angela made a cryptic remark post stating, "Blood-sucking demon, no lose blood suck again. It's saying na me stinging tea, slimming tea." Saying, "Except there's no God, Mercy Johnson, go and beg for the people you've chopped their destinies and destroyed their homes, or else no peace for the wicked. Gospel song won't save you. Your heart is dark." Very deep.
That's very chaotic. That's a very chaotic comment.
Well, that's not even, I won't even call it that. I'll call it reckless and very ignorant.
It's chaotic.
You understand?
There's a lot going on.
Because Mercy is my friend, but I've not spoken to her for about 2 years, if not more. But because I follow what happens in the industry, I know that Mercy granted an interview where she spoke about her health challenge. I've forgotten what she actually, I don't want to
go into it,
but she said she had something and she has to remain on medication for the rest of her life. So it is very, very sad, stupid, reckless for an adult to go all out abusing another adult who has health problems. And all I would just say is that God will touch Angela's soul and make her to concentrate on her own life and business
And career.
and not keep abusing. I don't even have an idea of what Mercy must have done to her, but for the last months she has kept abusing Mercy, and Mercy has completely ignored her.
Rightly so, because so how do you respond to that amount of let's call it hate, because it feels like hate when you take time out to genuinely, it's not a personal slight to you or anything, it's just because you just feel like, no, you must air your opinion about somebody, and then the opinions are dark and twisty.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in there, so like I said, it's chaotic.
Very chaotic. Nollywood actress Bolaji Ogunmola recently shared a humorous take on the unexpected attention she's been receiving from younger men in her direct messages. In a social media post, she wrote, "Not being here in a minute and I opened my DM and let's say younger men are extremely hilarious and I blamed at Toyin Abraham."
Oh, I don't know if a lot of people have seen the film that was released on Toyin Abraham's I think it's a Film Academy's YouTube page. The film that had Bolaji Ogunmola, had Toyin herself, had Moyiwa Ademola, had Bianca, had a few others, and in the movie Bolaji was the love interest of a very young boy. I'm not sure that boy is 23 in real life, or 26 or 24 in real life, but I don't know. But I think that's why she has become desirable to, younger men. But I guess you live with it. Maybe people think that she's up for the take. It's just a very funny scenario for Bolaji. Mr. Bon is Bolaji's friend, so maybe she has revealed something to him that he hasn't shared.
Interesting. Nollywood actress Chizzy Alichi and Caroline Igbe have both recently welcomed their first children, marking a season of joy and new beginnings in their personal lives. Fans and colleagues have continued to send warm congratulations to the two actresses as they embrace this new chapter of motherhood. Congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them. Congratulations.
Nollywood actress Enado Odige and Tola Odunsi, a filmmaker, held their traditional wedding ceremony in Benin City, Edo State. The environment honored their Edo and Yoruba heritage and was attended by family and notable industry colleagues. During the celebration, the couples announced they're expecting their first child together. Wow.
Congratulations to Enado and Tola Odunsi. I've been sort of following their life. I don't want to sound like a stalker, but I've been following them. They are one of Nollywood's couple that I'm actually in love with, genuinely, because they look good together. And Enado is such a gifted actress. Tola Odunsi is a fantastic filmmaker, and the two of them together, they just. And I used to wonder initially that you see Enado give all when it comes to a production that is done by Tola Odunsi, and I used to wonder why. But when they now came out and said that everything was jollificating, I was very happy for and now that they sealed it and made it official and they're expecting their first baby, I'm very happy for them. I'm genuinely happy for them, and I wish them all the good luck life has to offer.
Nollywood actor and producer Uzi Usman sparked controversy following comments he made about the fairness of the AMVCA Choice Awards. During the 2025 ceremony. The controversy centers on his questioning of the award selection process and his public support for actors Lateef Adedimeji and Uche Montana, which some perceived as undermining other nominees.
Well, for a long time, we'll have to continue to talk about this year's Africa Magic Award. A lot of people have come out to talk. I always try to run away from making comments about award ceremonies and the rest of it, because I also run an award platform. But I've seen a lot of people come out and even do articles about why the chairman of the jury should have his film being judged. I've also had personal conversation with one or two people who should know, and one person who have served on the jury said that one of the things they used to do initially was that if you have an interest in a movie, when they are judging that category, you are always asked to excuse them. But this is very difficult, and I'll tell you why. It will be difficult to explain to us. I respect Mr. Femi Dugbemi a lot.
As a filmmaker?
I respect him as a filmmaker. I respect him as a person and the rest of it. But there are a lot of questions that professionals need to ask, especially when it comes to this award. And I'll tell you one of them. If you follow the award ceremony, which I did, I was not invited for the event, but I stayed tuned to watch from the beginning to the end.
It was even aired on Africa Magic House last night.
You understand?
And it's even showing on Showmax right now. So.
Okay, you will see the fact that Rishabi and Seven Doors were the leading movies, winning almost all the
major
categories.
Awards,
and you will expect that those movies that had won almost all the major categories, one of them will win
Best Director,
and Best Film. You understand? And to our surprise,
Best Film was Freedom Way, I think.
Yeah, a movie that had not won any category suddenly win Best Director, and then everybody now said the movie is owned by Femi Dugbemi. It's a lot of credibility crisis.
It creates a credibility issue, and it questions the integrity of the jury and of the awards platform itself. Because, so I don't think it's essentially wrong that his film entered the award. His film was entered for the award. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong that his film could have come out as the victory film, so to speak. But I think that it's best actor, best supporting actress, best this, best that. Why were they not in the running for best director or best film or film of the year? You know
why I don't agree with what you just said. Award ceremony, the major thing that pushes an award ceremony is integrity.
Yes.
So, and when the integrity is
questioned,
I as a person, I have not said Mr. Odugbemi was the one that told his fellow jury member to say this is the movie that must win. But it is difficult to convince anybody that is outside.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. Like for example, you are a filmmaker and you have an awards platform. I'm not sure you've ever entered your own film.
It's not possible.
Exactly. So what we're saying.
What I'm saying is that
it doesn't mean that your film does not have merit. It just means that
Mr. Odugbemi should have excused himself from this year's Africa Magic Award as jury. If he knew,
except that category was not going to be judged by the jury. If it was truly a viewer's choice category. You know, there's some categories that was judged by the viewers.
I don't agree. You know why? Let me tell you why.
Those are the exceptions.
No.
That we can
there is no exception. You know why? It is not the viewers that decide the nominees.
Yes. True.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So the moment he asked his people to submit the awards, his fee for the awards, he should have written he would have been praised. Now,
if that had
happened, he would have written to the organizers of the award.
And I believe that there are so many systems that he could have entered it for.
Due to the fact that this is what they call please remind me of this English. When your interest it's like when people are in government, they say that you are not allowed to run certain businesses because you cannot be in government and decide
in two places.
No, not even that. Because if you are in government, for example, and you are maybe you have a construction company, and you take and that construction company bid you understand for a project. Of course the construction company will win.
Yes,
you understand. So I think that he might not have thought it that way. He might not have thought it deeply, but it is a great mistake that it will be And I think it's being quiet is adding more to the issue. I think he should address it. And the way to address it, should either he apologizes or tell us that he was not involved
in that party and show proof that he wasn't
involved. Because the way he's quiet and the way, because if you go to different, I belong to about 6 to 7 Nollywood platforms. It has been a talking point since Sunday morning when some people raised it, and the fact that some people were courageous enough to write, at least I've seen 2 articles. Fidelis Luka wrote one, and one person, I've forgotten the name now, wrote another one.
And these are people that are genuinely
in industry people.
Yeah,
you understand? So that's also a problem for him.
Let's hope he addresses it soon.
Nigerian filmmakers Mo Abadu, Funke Akindele, and Jade Oshiberu have been honored by the Hollywood Reporter as part of its prestigious list of the most powerful women in international film. This recognition celebrates their significant contributions to the global film industry and highlights the growing influence of Nollywood on the world stage. Jade Oshiberu expressed her gratitude for being featured in the Hollywood Reporters, the most influential women in the international film. She emphasized the importance of bold creativity and uplifting others in the industry.
Congratulations to the 3 fantastic, phenomenal ladies. Well, I kind of I have a very weird opinion about this. So there are 3 women here that have done, yes, fantastic films and have contributed immensely to the growth of the industry. But I think that some's contribution definitely cannot be measured to other people's contribution. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. There are women that are not on this list that have done exceptional work and exceptional films that have been recognized internationally. They have won awards at international film festivals that are not on this list. So I'm really curious as to the criteria. I'm not saying that they do not deserve the award. I'm just saying that it would be nice to know, is it the number of years that they've operated in the industry? Is it the number of films or internationally acclaimed films? What is it? Though I love that. I love this for Nigeria. 40 most powerful women in international film is not a small feat, but we would like to know, what the criteria for selection was.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Who else do you want to be on this list?
I'm not saying that.
No. It's just for a point of
number of years.
Number of learning.
So are we talking about their contributions just as
what they have said is that they are the 40 most powerful women in international film.
Yes.
So who else are more powerful than Mo, Funke, and Jade in this industry?
More powerful. In Nigeria.
Yeah.
Mr. Bon, I don't want to call names.
No, please call name. That is
for example, for someone like me now, I think that Kemi Adetiba should have made it to this list. Which is why I was asking that are we looking at the number of films that they have made? Are we looking at their years in the industry?
Okay, now I will now explain why I think that Kemi is not in the category of Mo, Funke, and Jade. Okay, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Kemi is a director.
Yes.
Brilliant one for that matter. In 5 years, she has done 2 films, 1 movie and a series.
Yes, as a filmmaker.
She has not done any other thing apart from that. What they are saying is that the most powerful women in international film, powerful in the film industry, means that these people have power, contact, influence. And if you are saying powerful, contact, influence, you mean that these are the people who make film, who when their number rings on your phone, you are excited, you want to always be in their good books because they are always doing projects.
Which is why I said
you understand
that it would be nice to know what the selection criteria is so that we won't ask questions like this. Me, I'm a journalist, and that's the question that.
And that's what I'm answering.
Yes, no, but you're not on the.
I might not be on top I might not be on the selection committee. Yes. But if you look at these 3 people, that's why I said.
Like I said, I don't think that I'm not bellying the.
That's why I said that. Apart from these 3 people, who else should have been on it? Muabudu is probably one of the biggest
Yes.
black filmmaker that we have. She has done quite some very how would I put it? So quite some very explosive projects that you will not expect. Funke Akindele,
No, there's no question about that.
Jade, you understand, with Gang of Lagos, with Christmas, you understand. So I don't know. The only person that Kemi is close to among these three is Jade.
Yes.
She's nowhere near Mo and Funke.
No, she doesn't. Of course not.
You understand?
I'm just saying that it would be nice to know what the selection criteria will maybe. These women have done this number of films, they've been in this industry, and they pulled, they've contributed this amount of money, for example. These are the facts that we would like to have. But congratulations to all three of them. I'm just being devil's advocate here.
Thank you for listening. That'll be all for today.